Hey everyone, Mike Harris, the Director of Public Policy for Gun Owners Action League. Here today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this legislative session that has just started. It started on January 1st when everyone was sworn in, and then the third Friday of January was the last day to file legislation under the deadline. And what that means is anything that's filed before that legislative filing deadline is guaranteed to be assigned to a committee and guaranteed to receive a hearing. So, we always try to get things under the wire. And we have a pretty good slate of legislation that we've filed this legislative session time. We've worked with a few different members of the legislature that are friendly to our cause to get some stuff done, like Senator Durant, Senator Fatman, Representative Steve Howitt, Representative Muradian, Representative Thurber, who's one of our new state reps up there, Rep Gasky, who's also brand new up there, Representative Robertson, who's a really good friend of ours out of Wilmington. And so, we're just, we're moving through and trying to get some of our stuff, onto the table. The only reason why this has been kind of delayed in starting is because we don't have any bill numbers yet. Everything still has a docket number, which is, a little bit irritating to say the least, because it kind of delays a lot of the plans that we have in as far as, getting information out. But we do have a new tab up on the website. It's under Advocacy and Legislation. So if you go there, you can click on that and you can see our slate of bills that we have filed this session. You can also find a really brief, explanation or summary of the bill. It's very brief, and who filed it as well, which member of the legislature filed it. And you can click on the link to bring you to the state legislature's page that will outline where it is, the movement, what it's called, and you can get the text of the bill there. There's also a link to our spreadsheet that kind of tracks everything. So, like I said, for now, everything has a docket number. Once the bill numbers are assigned, I'm going to go through each one of these and I'll put up a brief audio file under each one of them where you can click on it and get a brief description and explanation of what the bill would do. But we filed 23 pieces of legislation, and we're kind of calling it the hatchet and scalpel approach, which means that we're going for the big stuff. We're trying to repeal all of Chapter 135. We're trying to repeal certain sections of it, like the registration section, the assault weapons ban, the standard capacity magazine ban, things like that. But we're also going for smaller, more specific pieces of legislation. Like, we're trying to set up a study commission to look at how effective the red flag law has actually been, because we are skeptical, just like everyone else, on how effective that law actually is, and we want to see what the numbers look like. We're also trying to fix the pepper spray issue that they created in this bill, as well as get rid of certain specifics that kind of hurt us. Like the make all the grandfather dates one date instead of spreading it out all over the place and creating 4 different classifications of firearms that are banned in the state, as well as trying to get rid of the barrel shroud or handguard ban, like that kind of stuff, so that we think we can get some actual traction on to start making some actual changes with. But on top of that, this is the first video in the in this session's version of the legislative update. So in last sessions, I think you'll remember we used to come on and like once or twice a week and explain a piece of legislation that we filed, or another pro-2A piece of legislation that's been filed in the legislature, or an anti-Second Amendment piece of legislation. So this time through, we're going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be coming to you at least once or twice a week with an explanation of one of our bills, or another pro-A piece of legislation, or another anti-2A bill. So I'll try to cover one of each episode of this. So, just kind of a jump start on this. Just kind of wanted to touch base and let everybody know that we're still working on the legislative front. you know, it's not a friendly place at the moment, but we're going to do our best to try and push through that and see if we can get some of our stuff on the table. And we're going to be testifying on, you know, at least a few of these bills coming up. So keep an eye out for that. We're just going to make sure we just stay on top of it and let everybody know what's going on. So thanks a lot. Again, Mike Harris over at Gun Owners Action League, and I will make sure the links for all this stuff are down in the description so you can take a look at it yourself. And hopefully we'll get some bill numbers soon and I can have some actual solid updates for everyone that are actually informative and tell you where stuff is. So, all right. Thanks a lot. Bye.